Desoto's already made a quick change to their lineup as it's going to be Bremer starting in place of O'Day.
And O'Day's going to play his minutes. Don't you worry about that. He'll get some minutes. I'm not sure if he's quite back up to conditioning form yet, because he missed a lot of practices with an ankle injury or a foot injury. So it should be interesting to see how they rotate.
And the tip won by Desoto as Bremer got it on the way down. So the Dragons start off on offense wearing green with white trim. Working around the perimeter, Karen up top between the circles, bounce pass to Riendo. Left wing, Adam Jones, ball fake in the paint to Riendo, kicks out. Back around near side, Jones an open jumper, that's off the mark. Weak side rebound, put up by Desoto, no good, but Riendo drew the foul. Free throws coming up for Tyler Riendo.
Good start for the Dragons, rebounding well as Zach Bay couldn't not quite as tall as Tyler Riendo, and Riendo just kind of reached over him to get that rebound.
Tyler Riendo to the free throw line, averages 9.5 points per game. He's 63% from the free throw line this year. First one's good. Riendo also averaging 10 rebounds per game, almost a double-double.
He's a player, he's not very big, about 5'11", but he'll get inside and get his rebounds. He's a tough kid.
Athletic as all get out. He hits both free throws, 2-0 Dragons. Festus on offense for the first time, wearing white with gold and black trim. Alex Wilkie driving right side, cut off. Dumps it inside for Stubbs. Double teamed on the baseline. Has to pass to the top, instead threw it away to Riendo.
Thomas Stubbs was triple teamed as soon as he touched the basketball, but Desoto is playing zone.
Bremer, he's triple teamed, and they kick it out. Jumper in the right corner, no good by Riendo. Thomas Stubbs the board. Back come the Tigers. Davis cut off on the right side, up top for Wilkie. Left wing Stubbs, he'll hand off to Bay. Bay puts it on the floor, backs it out. Up top for Davis, between the circles, middle of the floor. A minute into the ball game, 2-0 Desoto. Down low for Stubbs, puts it up and over Bremer, good. Ties it at 2. That time Stubbs got the ball and he only had one man to deal with. Here's an answer by Bremer as they dump it inside, lays it up and in off the left block.
Festus late to get back on defense after that hook shot by Stubbs. When Stubbs and Bremer are there one-on-one, Stubbs has the advantage. They're about the same height, but he's a lot thicker, and he can post up Bremer with his body.
Bay has it, left wing, guarded by Karen.
A lot of contact on that inside by Stubbs and Bremer.
Wilkie up high, swings it right beyond the arc to Bay. Back up top, this time Stubbs. Left wing Wilkie, spots for an open three, buries it. Festus up 5-4.
Good job by Festus, not rushing anything, executing their offense. They need to move the ball around and find the open man tonight. They can't rush shots.
Soto trying to be patient on offense to get the lead back. Karen left side, bounce pass, left side of the key, given to Riendo. Now driving right side, pull-up jumper, right wing, and that one bounces through. Adam Jones got that one to fall, and it's 6-5 Desoto.
Both teams showing good patience so far on offense tonight.
Davis right wing up top to Patrick Kopp, and his pass intended for Bay left side, tipped away and out of bounds by Karen. Near steal by the Desoto guard. 5:26 to play, first quarter, 6-5 Desoto.
Sorry, Ryan O'Day comes in already, and Bremer takes a seat. They're going to rotate Bremer and O'Day a lot tonight. You just kind of get that feeling, and both of them are going to play Stubbs very hard. O'Day about an inch or two shorter than Bremer, but he's a big body, and now won't be as easy for Stubbs to post him up.
Stubbs left wing is going to spot for the open jumper, strong off the back rim. Rebound tipped by Bay, saved by Wilkie. Swings the pass near side to Davis. Back for Wilkie up high. Left wing beyond the arc to Bay. Up top for Stubbs. 5 minutes to play, first quarter. Desoto by 1. Bay on the left wing holds it. Up top for Davis. No dribble, right wing pass given to Wilkie. And Thomas Stubbs steps inside the arc, then back out. Trying to create. Festus being very patient. They want a good shot.
Desoto doesn't make it easy on you, no doubt about that.
Bay tried to get it down low for Stubbs, instead to Kopp. Here's a three, pulled left wing, missed by Wilkie. Rebound Jeff Davis. Hands off to Kopp, and they'll reset the offense. Bay left side. Dribbles in, bounces the pass, almost threw it away, but Stubbs runs it down. He'll take the 18-footer, pins out, no good. And the ball's out of bounds. It'll go to Desoto with 4:17 to play in the first.
O'Day really begging Thomas Stubbs to shoot it from the outside. He's letting him shoot the open three. He was about 16 feet on the baseline away from the basket, and O'Day will give Stubbs that shot all day. Make him prove he can make it.
So Desoto with a 1-point edge has the basketball. Just over 4 minutes to go first quarter. Karen has it right side. Beyond the 3-point arc, now middle of the floor, it's Jones. Puts it on the floor, comes near side, flips it inside, in the paint, turnaround jumper off the mark by O'Day. Rebound putback missed by Riendo, and then O'Day is there to clean up. He drew the foul and got the bucket.
They list him at 6'3", Ryan. He looks a little bit taller than that, and he's a big body, about 250 pounds, I'd say. It's
Closer
very
to
tough.
3.
Closer to 3. He's a tough guy to defend in the middle, no matter how big Thomas Stubbs is. O'Day, you're not going to move him around, there's no doubt.
He's appeared in 4 games so far this year, averaging about 2 points. His minutes have gotten larger as he has gotten more healthy and has had more time. Free throw good. He completes the 3-point play, and DeSoto leads 9-5. Wilkie left wing beyond the arc, given to Bay. Then Roberts kicks it out. He just checked in a moment ago for the Tigers. Lob it in for Stubbs, and it goes over his head and out of bounds. Turnover, Festus. The ball back to DeSoto. Dragons pushing it ahead. Karen, right wing. Up top, between the circles, Jones. Left wing, Riendo. Back for Jones up high. Right wing for Karen. Ball fake, steps inside the arc near the free throw line. The ball work to the baseline left side, Riendo. Bounce pass to the wing. Jones to Riendo in the corner. Got his defender in the air. Stops, pops in the paint, and gets it to go. The little running 7-footer.
Great ball fake there by Tyler Riendo. He got Stubbs up in the air on the perimeter and created no possibility of any sort of presence on the inside for defense.
Soto takes the lead, 11-5 now, and they force a turnover on the Tigers. Right wing for Karen. Thought about the 3, elects not to shoot it. Riendo will in the near corner, got it. Timeout, Festus, as DeSoto has built a 9-point lead, 14-5. We'll keep it here as it's a 30-second timeout.
Right now, DeSoto running their offense. They're really out-hustling Festus more than anything. Festus not really doing a good job on the defensive end. They were trying to play a zone, and a couple of guys out of place on the wings, and that really opened up the perimeter for Tyler Riendo. And when he got Stubbs up in the air on the previous possession, because nobody came out to help on that zone defense there for Festus, that was what happened. He got Stubbs up in the air, no interior defense, and then in the last 3, again, Stubbs had to pick or choose. Do I come out and defend the perimeter and leave the middle open, or do I just let him shoot the 3?
Well, Festus needing some kind of spark, and they changed it up a little bit. Logan Bone is checked in. Alex Wilkie passes ahead for Bone down the left sideline. He gets fouled by Karen on a block. This will be the first team foul on DeSoto.
Logan Bone, 6-foot sophomore for the Tigers, been seeing a little bit more minutes every game, playing well enough to give faith in Coach Erickson to let him play in a game like this early on.
Jeff Davis has it for the Tigers, left wing, guarded by Krodinger. They lob it in for Stubbs. Stubbs gets undercut, and he's called for traveling after getting popped by Riendo. Incidental contact, Riendo went after the ball.
Coach Erickson wanted a foul on that one.
Absolutely.
Looked like a lot of contact down there.
2:24 to go in the first quarter. 14-5 DeSoto. Dragons have the basketball. 4 different DeSoto players have scored, led by Riendo, who's got 7. Riendo stuck in the baseline corner left side. Now it goes back around the perimeter. Jones on the right corner has it. Hands off to Riendo, way underneath the basket. Tries to put it up and had the tough angle. Missed the layup, and Festus clears the rebound. Stubbs ahead for Wilkie. Wilkie spins, puts up the running hook shot, got it to go, and it's 14-7. Festus cuts the lead to 7.
Circus shot there by Wilkie as he was on the baseline, tough angle, threw it up almost behind his head.
Near steal by Festus. Kroninger drives in. He can't get it to go. He's called for the offensive foul. Cody Roberts stood his ground and took the charge.
Now Festus with a little bit of a spark, got a chance to cut this to a 4 or 5 point lead as Caleb McLean checks into the ball game, and he'll replace John Kroninger for Desoto.
Corey DeClue, 42, is actually in there for Desoto. I think they may have had it different on the roster.
I apologize on that. Yeah, you're right.
Logan Bone almost gets tripped, had to get the pass away, and stolen by Karen. Karen all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. Desoto increases the advantage back to 8 at 16-7.
5 turnovers in the first quarter so far for Festus.
First bucket for Karen. They lob it in for Roberts, and the pass was tipped and then knocked out of bounds by Desoto. Great help defense by the Dragons. Otherwise, Roberts could have had a wide open layup.
Right now, Desoto flying all over the place on the defensive end right now, not allowing anything easy for the Tigers.
Jeff Davis, right wing, beyond the three-point arc, lobs it, left corner, great touch pass. What a feed! Logan Bone with a touch pass to Roberts, who finishes and draws the foul.
Great execution there, kind of a double screen set by Roberts to get Bone open on the baseline, and one of the players got free, and he actually allowed Roberts to get free there. Good job by by Logan Bone to recognize where Roberts was.
Roberts will try to cut the lead to 6, and he does as he hits the free throw. 16-10, under a minute to go, first quarter. DeClue up high, hands off to Karen. Now it's Jones that comes up to receive it. Back for Karen. Lob pass in the paint, take it away. Bremer couldn't handle it. Roberts picks it off. Roberts is going to try to take it all the way to the rim. Circus shot no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, saved by DeClue. And then losing it out is Karen right in front of the Desoto bench. It's Festus ball with 34 seconds left in quarter number 1. Matt Gimmer is going to come in for Karen.
Roberts went up against a double team on that fast break. He had Wilkie in the corner for the open 3.
They lob it into the backcourt to Wilkie. Wilkie will bring it over the timeline, guarded by Jones. Wilkie picks up the dribble, looking for help, flips it up top between the circles, middle of the floor to Stubbs. Left wing for Bone. Baseline, left side, Wilkie takes the short jumper, too strong. Ball right into the arms of Riendo. Back come the Dragons with 15. Gimmer up high, swings it near side. Riendo launches the 3, left it short. And the rebound to Stubbs. He kept it alive. Wilkie pushes it to Bone with 4 seconds. Now it's Jeff Davis. Over the timeline, has to let it fly, and he missed it at the buzzer. Desoto has the advantage at the end of 1, 16-10. We take a 1-minute break and return after this on KJFF.
You may not know their names, but the students who are helped through a Jefferson College Foundation scholarship carry thanks in their hearts. It's for the kindness that our contributors have shown. Make a difference in their tomorrows.
Education, the great equalizer. It doesn't just mean you get more knowledge, it means you improve your quality of life.
Give to the Jefferson College Foundation today.
Right off the bat, Festus takes it into the low post and a layup for Stubbs, and the lead is down to 4.
Nice play call out of the timeout there by the Tigers and Coach Erickson. Isolated Stubbs one-on-one, and he got great position in the middle.
Dragons will try to answer. It's Jones up top. Wings it to Gimmer, right side Riendo, feeds right block, off the window, DeClue misses the shot, Stubbs takes the rebound away from Jones.
Stubbs is taking a beating tonight so far.
Jeff Davis in the right corner, brings it up top, hands off to Bay, steps inside the arc, bounce pass intended for Roberts, stolen. Riendo down court, and he is going to be fouled as he makes a move to the basket. Stubbs trying to draw the charge. Was not the case. He'll be called for the foul.
Good job by Stubbs to get back, but he definitely didn't have his feet set there. He may have not been moving, but he wasn't set in a good position to draw a charge there.
First foul on Thomas Stubbs, and the third team foul on Festus. Desoto also with 3.
Right now, neither O'Day or Brimmer in the ball game for the Desoto Dragons.
Free throw missed by DeClue.
And that all
Riendo,
changes.
excuse me.
That all changes immediately as O'Day comes back in.
Places DeClue.
I think that first opening play out of the timeout made Coach Davis realize he needs one of those two guys in the game to guard Stubbs because they didn't have anybody on the floor that can match up with him one-on-one.
And Riendo will hit 1 of 2 at the line. He's got a game-high 8 points. And DeSoto's up 17-12. Wilkie between the circles, lobs it, dangerous pass, but Roberts runs it down, gets around his defender, tried to bounce a pass in traffic for the most part, trying to get it to Stubbs, and he threw it away. DeSoto takes it away. They've been forcing some turnovers. That's the MO of the DeSoto defense.
7 turnovers already in the ball game, just under 10 minutes played throughout this game, and they already have 7 turnovers.
Karen up high between the circles, right side wing beyond free to Riendo. Back for Karen. Puts it on the floor, moves right, and comes back left with the pass given to Jones. Karen dumps it inside, O'Day right block, backs his way in, Stubbs blocks the shot away. Festus comes back with it, down court, Bay in trouble, looking for help, and he threw it away, but was it tipped out?
It was out of bounds off of DeSoto, that was off of Adam Jones, good defense there.
It was a tip ball by DeSoto, so it is Festus ball, they inbound. Right wing for Stubbs, up top for Bay. Left side, Davis lobs it down low. Roberts in the paint, turns around, puts it through, and drew the foul. Cody Roberts, chance at a 3-point play for Festus.
And Brandon O'Day wasn't paying attention. He's watching Stubbs, which is what he's supposed to do, but wasn't paying attention to where the ball was because that ball he was right there. He just didn't have he had his back to the play, so he wasn't able to spot where Roberts was. He would have been there for the help side defense.
O'Day goes to the bench as Bremer comes in. Roberts misses the free throw. Good box out and board by Riendo. A little over 6 minutes remaining in the half. It's a 3-point game. DeSoto up 17-14. Dragons have the basketball. Jones kicks it into the left corner to Riendo. Dribbles to the wing. Now stops, lobs it up high, given to Karen. Left wing Jones.
DeSoto still very patient on offense right now.
Karen will take a 3 from the top and buries it.
Why not? You got a wide open shot like that, you take it.
20-14. DeSoto with the lead. Festus needing the answer. 5:35 remaining second quarter. Davis between the circles, moves left, now comes back right. Back left again, lobs it into the left wing, over the head of Wilkie, and out of bounds.
8 turnovers for the Tigers right now. DeSoto has just 1.
Gimmer is going to come into the game, replacing Krodinger. 6-point DeSoto advantage. Under 5.5 minutes to go, second quarter. Gimmer near side, ball fake. Steps inside the arc, pass into the corner for Riendo. Up top, Karen. Thought about taking another 3, elects not to shoot this time. Now it's Jones controlling middle of the floor.
Festus in that zone defense, begging DeSoto to shoot it from the outside.
Jones swings it up top for Gimmer. He's going to give to Bremer. Bremer will lob it back up top again, this time Jones. Right wing Karen. Back for Jones, ball fake, steps inside the arc, trying to create. Has to kick it out. Karen with a ball fake near the free throw line. Out for Jones, 3 right wing. No good. Big rebound for Bremer. Back out for Gimmer. He'll take the shot. No good, and a foul underneath.
Foul will be on Festus, I believe. 3.
It's going to be on Stubbs, his second.
That's a big foul right there.
So DeSoto will re-inbound with 4:36 to play in the second quarter. They lead 20-14. They lob it in for Bremer, just able to hang on to it. Turns, fires it up, off the window, no good. Rebound Stubbs. Bremer got caught too far away from the basket. Double team near the top, dangerous pass, and Gimmer's going to be called for a foul as he kind of plowed into Wilkie. Wilkie had position to try to get that pass, and Gimmer commits the foul.
Might have been a backcourt violation had Gimmer not committed that foul, but when you're going for the basketball, sometimes you don't really know where you are on the court either.
They lob it into the backcourt to Wilkie. He'll run it down in the corner. Head up the right sideline and try to get past Gimmer, and a block will be called on Gimmer. He tried to take the charge, and instead it goes the other way. That's 2 fouls against Gimmer in a matter of 5 seconds on the clock.
That's a tough call. He had position on the baseline, and it looked like Wilkie ran over him there. I couldn't see if he had his feet set, but he looked like he just barreled over him.
Festus inbounds in front of the scorer's table. Left wing, it's Bay. Feeds to Roberts. Kick out for Bay. Drives baseline. Pulls up from 8. Missed it. And the rebound underneath. Krodinger had it. Lost it out of bounds. It will be Festus ball. So this possession continues.
These are the low-scoring games DeSoto is going to play. They've played a lot of them this season. Look for that to continue because they're not an offensive juggernaut, but they can play some defense, no doubt.
Roberts left side, kick out to Wilkie. Now up top for Bay. And they lob it in for Roberts once more, and they're going to call a push underneath on DeSoto.
Roberts had position on the inside. All he was waiting for was the lob on Riando, and Riando held his jersey there. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Cody Roberts.
Very important to do well at the free throw line. Festus has always been kind of hit or miss this season. Roberts, what a job he's done off the bench, averaging 8.5 and points per game and 6 rebounds. First free throw is good. Hits the front rim and then bounces through, and that'll give him another opportunity.
He's been a great compliment for Thomas Stubbs, and I don't think Coach Erickson thought his development would come as quickly as it has, but Cody Roberts has been playing great all season long.
Both free throws are good. 7 points for Roberts. Festus trims the lead to 4.
Young Festus squad. I mean, Stubbs is only a junior, Roberts only a sophomore, so those post presents for Festus are going to be there for at least one more year as Stubbs goes. And Cody Roberts is only going to get better.
Soto working it around inside, then back out. Bremer on the baseline to Riando. Forces up a shot, deflected away. Riando picks it back up, trapped, double teamed in the right corner. And does he get the timeout? Yes. Timeout to Soto with 3:27 to play first half. 20-16. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll leave it here.
And this is the kind of game, Ryan, you kind of expected when you see DeSoto, and without that offensive force that Miles Beckett could be sometimes, you don't know if Festus can score a lot. They're trying to get the ball inside, and DeSoto doing obviously a good job preventing Stubbs and Roberts to get a lot of chances on the interior. But when they do, they've been able to finish. So it's one of those hit or miss type things. You know they're going to get their points, is whether you can limit Stubbs and Roberts on the inside. DeSoto so far has done a good job with that.
Festus has scored 16 points as a team, and they've all come from 3 people: Wilkie, Stubbs, and Roberts.
And DeSoto offensively, again, we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they're not a great offensive team. They don't score a lot of points, but their MO to beat you is to hold you to less points than they do, because you're not going to score 100 points on this DeSoto team, not with their defense.
DeSoto goes to a smaller lineup. No Bremer, no O'Day. DeClue receives the inbounds pass. Up top for Karen, they'll set the offense.
They might switch to a zone now this time. DeSoto back on defense without that big presence to guard Stubbs.
Pass down low, taken away. Roberts stepped right in front, took it away like a defensive back.
And now it'll be Cody DeClue going one-on-one. He's going to guard Thomas Stubbs all on his own. Stubbs needs to get on the inside. He's on the perimeter right now.
They had that one taken away. It's stolen after the tip. Karen's pass ahead for DeClue. Finger rolls it up and in off the window. First bucket for DeClue. DeSoto up 6, 22-16.
They need to run their offense. Festus does. They need to try and find Thomas Stubbs.
Here's Wilkie streaking to the basket. He hit it. The shot, does it count? Yes.
Great job, great recognition there by Alex Wilkie. Nobody in the middle. Everybody for Desoto went out on the perimeters to defend their man. It left a wide open middle for Alex Wilkie.
He just streaked to the basket. Just in a blink of an eye. That was a fast move. And the free throw, they're going to wave it off.
Patrick Kopp was trying to check into the ball game. The referees didn't see it. It's only a one-shot possible three-point play. Wilkie made the free throw, but Coach Erickson was trying to get Kopp into the ball game, and the referees didn't do a good job recognizing that there was somebody coming into the ball game. And so free throw doesn't count. Kopp comes into the game, and he'll replace. Now they're gonna say Kopp has to wait.
He'll have to step out. Coach Erickson trying to plead his case with the referee.
Now they're
saying that, yes, he's in. Well, Desoto only had 4 on the floor without Kopp, so they're not going to allow the free throw, so Wilkie's going to have to shoot it again. This one can cut the lead to 3 if he hits this.
He hit the first one, and when he hit the shot, Coach Erickson just kind of shook his head at the referee.
Wilkie will hit it anyway. He's got 8 for the game.
3-point game.
22-19, 2:40 to play in the half. Ball into the left corner, Riendo. Lobs it to DeClue, right block layup. Good, that was too easy.
DeClue right now is the tallest man on the floor with Stubbs out of the game with those 2 fouls, and he just found the seam in that zone defense there right underneath the basket.
Pass to the right side, beyond the arc to Davis. He'll dribble to the middle. Steps inside the arc. Ball worked into the left corner, lob down low, into the post to Roberts, taken away by Desoto.
That's 10 turnovers by the Tigers right now in this ball game. Not going to win you a lot of games, especially against this good Desoto basketball team.
Taylor Karen to Adam Jones, right side Riendo. Skip pass to the top for Karen. Ball fake inside the arc, kicks it into the corner to Kroninger. Festus sticking with this 2-3 zone. Here's a jumper right wing. Off the elbow, nicely done as that one buries home for Adam Jones.
And Desoto, they're getting their shots against the zone, but they're getting them 10 to 15 feet from the basket, and that's not what a zone is supposed to do. A zone's supposed to make you shoot it from 18 feet and beyond.
Here's Davis throwing up a 3. That's off the mark. Left side rebound to Karen. Desoto now with a 26-19 lead. In a blink of an eye, they've gotten it up to 7.
It was a 3-point game about 30 seconds ago.
They're trying to score on 3 consecutive possessions. Riendo, right wing, brings it to Jones. Up top for Karen, open 3 on the way. Missed that one. Right side rebound, run down by Davis. Under a minute to play in the half. Bay tried to dump it in to Roberts, and it's kicked by Desoto, and they'll have to re-inbound it. I think if that happens in college, you get a fresh 30 on your shot clock too, don't you? If a kickball happens?
Yeah, you would get a, well actually it would go to, what they do now is you don't reset it to a 35. If it's under 15 seconds and they kick it, it goes back to 15. Stubbs comes into the ball game immediately. Coach Davis checks in Brandon O'Day.
Down low for Roberts. Tough angle on the shot. He was up there against both O'Day and DeClue. Drew the foul. Free throws coming up for Cody Roberts. That was a nice feed from Stubbs.
They got that on O'Day. I think that's his second, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. And it is. So Roberts shooting 2 with 45 seconds left. They wave off that, actually. It was not on O'Day. It was on Corey DeClue, his first. And the free throw missed by Roberts. He'll have one more. Kopp comes in, replacing Stubbs.
Cody Roberts having a pretty solid ball game here in the first half for the Tigers.
7 points off the bench.
He hasn't sat since he came in the ball game.
And he missed them both. Rebound to Soto. Both free throws missed by Roberts. Riendo, another board for the Dragons. Left corner for DeClue. Skip pass, right side for Jones. Now to Riendo. Lob down low, thrown away by Karen. He was trying to get DeClue, cutting towards the basket, but he stopped.
Stubbs coming in for offense. Here's doing an offense-defense. Coach Erickson with Kopp and Stubbs. 28 seconds to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see Festus hold for the last shot here, but if they're going to get an open shot, they definitely should take it. try and find Stubbs on the inside matched up against O'Day.
Open shots have not come easy for the Festus Tigers. They're down by 7, 17 seconds left. Left wing for Davis. He gets run over by Riendos. He went for the steal. Riendos got to pick up his second foul, and this will send Davis to the free throw line. He will shoot 2. That'll be double bonus for Festus. 10 team fouls against Desoto.
Riendo getting a little too much of the body of Jeff Davis there, trying to go for that steal.
That's the way he plays. All-out effort. He does a lot of the little things, and he'll score occasionally, too. He is Desoto's leading scorer tonight. He's got 8 points. Davis at the line, and the first shot is good. Got the friendly bounce, several bounces, actually.
You mentioned Festus has to hit their free throws, Ryan. They've struggled at times with their free throw shooting this season, and as a lot of successful teams, that's the one thing, the one component that they usually beat other teams in is free throw shooting. We saw Desoto lose that Hillsborough tournament, the Steig Course tournament, because of their free throw shooting.
Davis will hit 1 of 2. Second one is missed. Rebound to Klue. Back in the Dragons with 10. Right wing for Jones. Karen at the top, middle of the floor. Right side for Jones in the paint. Turnaround jumper put up by DeClue. Tip in, no good. Festus has it. They wave off the shot as they heave it from 3/4 of the way down. Some of the Festus faithful kind of threw DeSoto's timing off by counting down early. But nonetheless, DeSoto goes into the locker room with the lead, 26-20 over Festus.
Welcome to Automotive Technology at Jefferson College, where students learn important industry skills every day.
I'm really interested in automotive, pursuing it as a career. Jefferson College has all the great tools, books, everything you're going to need in your career. Their instructors are great, and it is really interesting learning different parts of the car.
Jefferson College offers outstanding instructors teaching in state-of-the-art classrooms. The automotive shop area has the latest in precision tools.
I believe one of the strongest parts of our program for Jefferson College students is we do not let the student leave until they understand the processes involved. We work with the students one-on-one until they are comfortable enough in the knowledge they have and the skill level that they have that they can perform at industry level.
Instruction includes brake jobs, machining drum and rotor, tune-ups, engine repair, cylinder head work, wheel alignment, and electrical work.
I was very impressed with the professors here. I talked to both of them. They were very awesome. I like the fact that the campus is very close to home and it's affordable. And the employers that I talked to were very impressed with Jefferson College students.
Jefferson College graduates get jobs in their field. The Automotive Technology Department has a 95% success ratio with graduates working at many companies throughout the area.
What the employer was looking for was people with fresh minds that know the new technology and all those things I learned here at Jefferson College.
Discover your future with automotive technology at Jefferson College.
Exceptional education.
Spectacular experience.
The personalization.
It was convenient.
It's a fun atmosphere.
And my personal experience here has just been wonderful.
It just opened up a whole new horizon for our family.
Arnold, High Ridge, and the Hillsborough campus has been very convenient.
I recommend Jefferson College every day to anyone who will ask.
I'm Russ Hilton.
I'm Jane.
I'm Brandon Berger.
I'm Liz Lando, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.
Festus will begin with Stubbs, Wilkie, Bay, Davis, and Kopp. Soto will probably answer with their same 5 that began. We'll find out in just a moment. Karen, Riendo, Bremer, Krodinger, and Jones.
And they're actually, Corey DeClue is going to come out here for the second half and start this second half for the Desoto Dragons. He actually played well off the bench in that second quarter. He came off the bench and played pretty well. So Coach Davis letting him start out the third quarter here.
He's coming in replacing Karen, who's the only starter that does not begin the second half. Jones up high, lobs it in. The ball's tipped away into the arms of Stubbs, and he gets fouled by Bremer.
If Festus can get Bremer and O'Day in foul trouble, Bremer has got 2, O'Day's got 2. If he can get those 2 in foul trouble, that's going to bode very well, especially for a guy like Thomas Stubbs, because he can just dominate the middle at that point.
Wilkie over the timeline. Bounce pass into the corner. Davis for 3, too strong. And the rebound on the right side hauled down by Riendo. DeSoto with a 6-point lead brings it over the timeline. Krodinger, right side wing, given to DeClue. Skip pass. Left wing, Jones. Into the corner, Riendo. Back for Jones on a bounce. They get Bremer backing his way in. Tough angle on the jumper. Missed it. Kopp had the rebound. Lost it, but Stubbs picks it up. Wilkie over the timeline. Right corner for Bay. Nice ball fake to the rim, and a shot knocked out of bounds. John Bremer said, not going to happen.
6'7", a guy about 5'10" comes in on you. You should be able to block that shot. Bremer made sure that shot was not even going to get off the fingertips.
Kopp swings it to the top, now near side for Wilkie. He'll pull the three, missed that one. Weak side rebound by Kopp, and Festus resets. Big rebound by Patrick Kopp. And the ball knocked away from Stubbs, but Kopp runs it down.
Festus being patient here. Haven't hit any shots, but they're being patient. That's what Coach Erickson wants to see.
Stubbs, nice spin move. Layup is too strong off the window. Big rebound for Krodinger.
That's the shot he wants, though. He got a good position. He made a nice move, little spin move around Bremer. That's what he wants to do. He's just got to knock the shot down.
Bremer actually fell down, and that enabled Stubbs to make his move. Free ball, left wing, pulled by Krodinger is good. Krodinger, the team's best three-point shooter for DeSoto, nails that one. He's hit 24 three-point baskets now for the season. Left block for Stubbs. Little fall away on the baseline. Too strong off the back iron. And the rebound to DeSoto.
Again, he had a great position, great angle, great shot. He just couldn't knock it down. But that's what he has to do. Make his move as soon as he gets it to prevent the double team from getting over there in time.
9-point lead for DeSoto. 29-20. Backdoor cut. Riendo. Tough angle. Can't hit the layup. A rebound Stubbs. Back on the Tigers. Stolen away from Wilkie. Wilkie will give to Riendo. He'll take the jumper near the free throw line. Missed it. And then over the back and called for the foul is going to be John Krodinger as he went over Stubbs to try to get the board. That'll be the second personal against Krodinger.
You're not going to take a board away from Thomas Stubbs. If he's got it in his hands, it's going to stay in his hands. He's a beast on the boards.
The only thing is he has not been able to finish.
But he's getting good looks, and once he gets that ball, DeSoto not able to get over it for that double team in time.
Ball swung to the top now, left side, given to Kopp. Bounce pass, up high Bay, ball fake, nice head and shoulder fake, then pulls up for the short two. Missed it, got his own rebound, shot knocked away by DeClue, but Bay runs it down, he brings it back up high, they'll reset.
Good effort there by Zach Bay. Just, again, couldn't knock the shot down.
Bay brings it up top, open three for Wilkie, good, and it makes it a 6-point game again.
Ryan, after attempting 30-second timeout here for Coach Erickson. After attempting just 13 shots in the first half, Ryan, Festus already has 8 shots in under 3 minutes. That tells you that tells you a little something, doesn't it?
They're making some adjustments, I would say.
They've only hit 1, but they're still down by 6. So, yeah, they made a little bit of an adjustment at halftime. They probably looked at the stats and said, "Hey, I know we want to be patient on offense, but 13 shots in the first half. Come on, guys, you can do better than that."
29-23, 5:03 to go here in quarter number 3. Both teams were hovering right around the 500 mark for the most part coming in. Festus at 7-5, DeSoto at 7-6.
Both have played pretty good competition, so it's not like they're bad teams by any stretch of the imagination, but both have played those games where they just have not been consistent either.
Over the timeline come the Dragons back from the timeout. Jones up high, kicks it into the right corner. Long 2-point bucket by DeClue, rims out. Stubbs another board. Back come the Tigers, down by 6. Chance to cut into that deficit yet again. Spin at the top by Wilkie, left wing for Davis. Now it's Stubbs with it, it comes up high. He picks up the dribble, finds Wilkie right wing beyond 3. Bay takes it all the way in and tried to flip the pass underneath. Now the ball's loose on the floor. Knocked out of bounds. Did the referees see it? No call yet. They say green. It's DeSoto ball.
Neither referee, none of the 3 referees saw that ball.
Amazingly, they did not call a foul inside on Bay when he dribbled in and tried to dish that pass underneath. He ran over someone.
I think it was because he ran over Brimmer, who's a lot bigger than he is, and it didn't look so bad, but it probably should have been called a charge.
Big guys never get the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, and O'Day and Stubbs really getting at it on the inside.
Kroedinger's three, no good. Another rebound for Stubbs. He has been a board-eating machine so far in the second half. Where missed shots go to the hands of Thomas Stubbs. And the ball is saved from going out of bounds by Wilkie, but he threw it right to Desoto. Collision up high as well as Baywood got sent flying.
Very physical game. These refs are letting him play, though.
Triple team in the paint. Ball stripped away from O'Day. And great feed. Wilkie's the one that took it away and hands off to Stubbs. And it's Wilkie over the timeline now. He took that ball away from the big man from Desoto. Near steal at the top by Karen. Controlled by Bay, right wing. Now it's Roberts. Up top for Stubbs. Stubbs drives to the right side on the baseline. Gives the pass up top. Here's a steal by Riendo. He's going to take it all the way to the basket, and he's fouled as he got hammered by Bay. Those guys have been going at it.
Everybody's been going at it. Bay and Riendo. You have Roberts going at it on the inside whenever he's getting guarded by Kroedinger. O'Day and Stubbs have been having a battle, as well as Brimmer and Stubbs when they're on the inside. So this has been a very physical basketball game. Not a whole lot of fouls called. At least you like that. If it's going to be physical on both ends, the referees are going to let them play. Let them play. Just don't let those ticky-tacky fouls be called. As long as they stay consistent, I have no problem with a physical game.
Kroedinger open three right side, buries that one, nothing but net. He's the guy that you can't leave open on the perimeter.
Back to a 9-point lead for the DeSoto Dragons.
Wilkie over the timeline. Tried to flip it on the baseline, does so to Bone. Back up top for Wilkie, could be a backcourt, it is. Backcourt violation against Festus.
Ryan, we mentioned within the first 3 minutes, Festus took 8 shots. They haven't attempted a shot in the last almost 2 minutes and 15 seconds, but they have 4 turnovers in that time. So DeSoto's really clamped down on their defense ever since those first 3 minutes of the first half, or the third quarter.
Karen between the circles. Controlling for the Dragons, 2.5 minutes to go in the third. 32-23 DeSoto.
1-2-2 by Festus right now in the zone. Going to force DeSoto to beat him, but I'm sure as soon as Kroedinger gets it in his hands, he's not going to have an open shot.
He swings it to the left side, now to Jones. Skip past Kroedinger at the free throw line. Pass into that right corner to Riendo, out of his reach. Bad pass by DeSoto and an unforced error, if you will, by Kroedinger. Festus trying to take advantage, down by just 9. They have not been able to get their offense on track at all.
And you got to credit DeSoto's defense. They're very tough to do that against.
Three from the top is buried by Alex Wilkie, cuts the lead to 6 again. Wilkie's got 14. And a steal by Roberts as he took that pass away from DeClue as he tried to get it up high to Karen. Festus with a chance to cut it even closer. Stubbs up top, near side for Davis. They lob it in for Roberts, double team. He has to pass into that corner for Davis and try to get it back to Roberts. It's tipped and stolen.
Riendo again with the steal, or at least the assist on the steal there. He's been all over the place, especially in the defense again.
Turnaround jumper from the free throw line, buried by Corey DeClue, buries that 12-footer. And DeSoto goes up 8, 34-26 with just over a minute to go here in the third.
And we mentioned how physical this game's been, only 3 fouls called here in the third quarter, so referees are definitely letting these guys play. And I mean, they're having a battle. Stubbs on the inside, right there with DeClue.
Stubbs trying to slap at that ball to get it back to no avail after he couldn't handle that pass in traffic. So it's DeSoto ball. Open 3 right side. Kroedinger missed that one. Rebound Bone. Back come the Tigers. Ahead for Wilkie. Pulls up on the right wing on the baseline. Little floater falls through. And Festus down by 6.
Wilkie's having a great ball game so far.
16 on the night for Wilkie. Karen between the circles, right wing Kroedinger into the corner. DeClue, he's going to pull the 3. Missed it, rebound Roberts. Outlet pass for Wilkie. And the ball stripped away by Jones and out of bounds at midcourt with 12 ticks remaining here in quarter number 3.
And again, Festus has a chance to cut this to a 1-possession lead. This is a huge, huge possession here. Try and get an open shot here with 11 seconds now.
8 seconds as Wilkie's over the timeline. And the ball taken away by Karen. Clear sailing down court. He'll finger roll it through. Quarter number 3 ends with Desoto going back up 8, 36-28.
That was just a very, very lazy play there at the end of the third quarter.
Wilkie was just waiting for somebody to get themselves open and didn't pay attention to his defender. We'll take a break for 1 minute, and the fourth quarter comes your way after this on KJFF. And we start the fourth quarter here on KJFF with Desoto up 36-28. Lob right side, trying to get it to Stubbs. The ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Stubbs. It'll be Desoto ball after another Tiger turnover.
DeClue now, Corey DeClue guarding as Bremer and O'Day are both out of the ball game. DeClue doing a pretty good job on Stubbs though.
DeClue has contributed with some shots as well. He's got a 6. Soto is really, there's a turnover as DeClue shuffled that pivot foot just a little bit, but enough to draw the whistle and the call from the referee. Coach Davis not happy with that at all.
There was nobody around him and he slid that pivot foot without dribbling.
Over the timeline is Wilkie, left wing for Davis. Up top, Bay. Bay dribbles right side, spins, comes back to Stubbs. He'll take the jumper from 15 and left an air ball out to dry, and Riendo picks up the loose ball underneath.
DeClue got in his face, he closed that gap. When Stubbs had the open look, he closed the gap very quickly there. Good job by Corey DeClue to recover on defense.
DeClue spins, gives to Krodinger. Krodinger right wing beyond the three-point arc, can't find anyone. Timeout taken by Desoto with an even 7 minutes remaining. It's a full timeout. We'll take a 1 minute break and return with more after this on KJFF. Desoto still leads 36-28. 1 minute into the fourth quarter here on KJFF Boys High School Basketball on 1400. The lob inside is DeClue, tries to make a move to the basket. Roberts late getting over, but will force DeClue to the free throw line. It's better than giving up a wide open layup.
And Roberts knew he was late on defense there, and it was a good job just to not allow DeClue to even, well, DeClue actually strong enough to still get the shot up, but it was impossible to make it as it looked like Roberts had both of his arms locked down.
DeClue shooting free throws. He was 16 of 22 coming into tonight's game at around 73%. Buries the first one. Second one, also good.
Looked pretty smooth right there for a kid that hasn't played all season long. He looked pretty good.
10-point Desoto lead. 6:45 remaining in the game. Wilkie down low, Stubbs backing his way in. Tough angle on the baseline jumper, missed it. Rebound, putback is there. Cody Roberts out-muscled everybody for that board.
This kid's going to be a good one. Only a sophomore. He's got so much room to grow, so much room to get stronger, and he's already such a very, very solid ball player.
That bucket by Cody Roberts is the first point scored by Festus in the second half that are not from Wilkie.
All 8 points you mentioned to me during the break in the third quarter by Festus, scored by Alex Wilkie.
Here's a backdoor cut, wide open layup. Riendo, how'd he get that free? I don't know. Great pick set by Desoto as Riendo finishes easily, wide open underneath.
Riendo's been running around all over the court today, and he found that seam, and nobody underneath in that zone defense for Festus on that last possession.
Wilkie on the right side, beyond three, up top for Stubbs. Left wing, Bay. Bay puts it on the floor, dribbles in, flashes to the basket, missed the shot, and the putback no good by Stubbs, but he is fouled. Free throws coming up for Thomas Stubbs. He was just in the right place at the right time.
Festus might have to have a little bit of a sense of urgency. Still plenty of time, 5:40 to go, trailing by 10. However, the way DeSoto's playing defense, you might have to be a little bit urgent on offense. They're still being very, very patient. But you have to have that sense of urgency, kind of go for the kill there. And if you're DeSoto, just continue to try and do what you're doing. Continue to force Festus into very long possessions on the offensive end, 30, 45-second possessions.
Stubbs at the line, missing the first. He will make the second. 1 of 2 hit by Stubbs. That's his first point of the second half.
Full court press by Festus.
And DeClue's going to bring it over the timeline himself. Hands off to Krodinger, now right wing to Karen. Puts it on the floor. Bounce pass, stepping right in, right down the middle. Layup again for Riendo. That same play they just ran before, and it worked yet again.
Great cut to the basket by Tyler Riendo.
Bay in the left corner, dribbles up to the wing. Now up top, given to Wilkie. Back for Bay again. Roberts up high, swings it right, open three on the way by Wilkie, rims out, no good, and timeout was called by Coach Erickson.
Inadvertent whistle, I believe.
We're going to say a timeout was taken by Festus. And Coach Davis can't believe it.
The whistle was, the ball was already in the air going through the rim, and the whistle was blown. The referee, was an inadvertent whistle. And Coach Erickson called the timeout. He's trying to say that he might have been able to call it before the. And now Coach Erickson is okay. The referee just told Coach Erickson he's going to get charged with a timeout for calling timeout while the ball was in the air.
Coach Erickson getting all over the referees now as they are going to get the timeout with 5:03 to play in the ball game. Both coaches have really been upset with some of the decisions made by this referee crew.
Coach Erickson's might be trying to get himself technical here. Coach Festus gets called for a timeout here. I believe DeSoto will have the basketball. The ball was in the air. It was, I believe the referee thought the ball was going to go through the rim. It looked like it was. It went in and out.
Yeah.
Whistle, timeout. It would have been a timeout had it gone through. However, it didn't go through, and that's a loose ball. You can't have a timeout on a loose ball just like that. And the referee blew the whistle inadvertently, but he charges Festus with a timeout. I'm interested to see who's going to get the ball out of the timeout is what I'm interested to see.
It has been it's been something. That was something you don't see every day, certainly.
At first I thought he was late with the whistle before Wilkie may have attempted the three, and he wanted that timeout before, but the ball was already in and out of the basket when the whistle blew.
A lot of times coaches will say to referees, I want a timeout if that goes through.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't go through.
But the whistle blew,
then
it looked like it was going to go through, it went in and out, and Festus will inbound the basketball. So they're going to say that timeout came before that three-pointer by Wilkie. That's the call they have to make, or else it doesn't make any sense.
Wilkie looking and finally brings it up high to Bay. Bay will give to Wilkie right wing. Stubbs, right side, gets around his defender, lays it up and in, drew the foul. He got around to Clue and has a chance at a three-point play.
Neither O'Day or Brimmer is in the ballgame right now, and he's finally took advantage. DeClue's been doing a great job on Stubbs in this second half, but finally able to take advantage of DeClue's, the mismatch there size-wise. Just went right around him.
Under 5 minutes to go. Thomas Stubbs has a chance to bring this lead down to 8. I don't think either team has led by more than 10. I think DeSoto led by 10 a few times, but never more than that. Free throw missed. Rebound, Krodinger.
They got a chance to make this a more than a 10-point lead with a big bucket here for Desoto.
It was just an 11-point lead a moment ago before Stubbs hit that bucket. So totally took away what I just said.
We're broadcasters, we're not math majors. Neither of us.
Jones with the ball, left wing, up top, given to Clue. Desoto working it around that perimeter.
Festus needs to get some urgency here. There's Cody Roberts. Great defense, and finally fouls Taylor Karen, but good defense by Roberts. Desoto would have kept it on the perimeter the entire time had Festus not come out and guarded them. But that's only 3 team fouls on Festus, so they're going to have to either A, really lock down that defense and try and get a 5-second call, or B, just start fouling now.
If Desoto wants to play the stall game, that's absolutely what they'll have to do.
Got to come out and guard them. They're playing at 40 feet from the basket right now as Desoto, so got to come out and guard them.
DeClue tried that backdoor cut. Roberts stepped in front, took it away, denied the ball to Briendo.
Stubbs tipped that ball on the way into the interior. Give Thomas Stubbs some credit on that.
Bay brings it up top for Roberts, swings it right, beyond 3 to Wilkie.
Got to get it inside to Stubbs, got to get it to him.
There they go, and he backs his way in. They wave off the shot, foul on the floor against Desoto. Before the shot, this will be DeClue.
That's only 5 team fouls. That'll be on Krodinger, actually. They're going to call him on that foul. That's only 5 team fouls for Desoto. Coach Davis not happy with the call. Neither coach really happy right now. Been a very physical game.
And Wilkie will flip it way up top, and Bay has it right near that mid-court stripe as well. But he keeps the dribble going, right wing. Bounce pass into that right corner to Wilkie, up top for Stubbs. Stubbs on the high post will pull the 3. Not the shot you want, it's an air ball. And the DeSoto faithful will let him know about it.
We didn't have to tell you it was an air ball. You can hear DeSoto's crowd.
Clue up top. Receives the pass, left wing Riendo. Now it's Jones between the circles.
Festus really not pressuring DeSoto right now. They're letting him keep the ball on the perimeter, and they're 40 feet from the basket. They've got to come out and defend.
3 minutes to go. DeSoto up 9, 42-33. Low scoring game. The kind of game DeSoto wants, to be honest. Corey DeClue inside the arc near the free throw line. Bounce pass out for Jones. Now it's Karen. There's the foul by Roberts with 2:45 remaining.
DeSoto just wasted 1 minute and 10 seconds off on that possession. That was a great job by DeSoto. Festus had to do it because they were time was running out. Now 2:45 to go, and they're down by 9. DeSoto still with the basketball, and Festus only 4 team fouls. That's 3 on Roberts, by the way. Might want to look to somebody else if you're going to have to foul.
Yeah, somebody else is going to have to step up here and take one for the team. Wilkie's trying as he pounds Karen up top, and now it's going to be a foul on Stubbs as he reached in on DeClue. That'll be the 3rd on Thomas Stubbs.
So now you got to look.
Got to look to the guards.
Yeah, you don't want to say you want to start fouling right now, but 2:36 to go. DeSoto's just going to play keep away. They won't shoot the ball.
Karen has it in the backcourt on the inbounds play and over the timeline. Up top, DeClue. Bounce pass left side for Riendo. Riendo swings it to the near side, DeClue. And he's going to be fouled by Roberts.
And that's not the one that Coach Erickson wanted. He didn't want Roberts to foul right there.
Well, if you notice, DeSoto, too, is bringing out their post guys.
Oh, yeah, they don't have anybody on the interior right now.
Absolutely not. Well, the thing is, the guys that they keep giving the ball to are the guys covered by Roberts and Stubbs.
The next one will be a 1-and-1, so.
They're going to continue to do that, too. They're going to try to keep the ball out of the hands of guys like Jones and Karen as much as possible.
Somebody needs to foul besides Roberts and Stubbs.
Riendo up top to DeClue. And he's going to be fouled by Stubbs, which will be his 4th.
And right there were a couple players, Bay, Wilkie, both had chances to foul one of their defenders, and they didn't. And now Festus's 2 big men both have 4 fouls. So
there we go.
It might have to be an offense-defense type of a thing. If Festus scores, timeout for Coach Erickson, quick substitution, something like that, because you can't afford to lose Roberts or Stubbs down by 9 points, and probably more after these free throws.
And it's made by DeClue, which will give him another shot. hitting the front end of the 1-and-1. Makes it 43-33, an even 10-point Desoto advantage with 2:02 to go.
Look for Alex Wilkie here, maybe trying to get a quick 3 in a timeout.
Both free throws hit by DeClue. He's got 10. 11-point Desoto lead matches their game high.
Festus really just not moving around. They need to hustle.
Nice move by Stubbs, lays it in, drew the foul, chance at a 3-point play, spun around his defender, and is able to finish.
Coach Erickson breathing a sigh of relief right there. Stubbs needs to hit this free throw. I would not be surprised at all if Coach Erickson calls a timeout if Stubbs hits this free throw.
Foul is on DeClue, his third. Stubbs at the line. He's 1 for 3 tonight.
And he's got 2 substitutions waiting if he hits this free throw.
And he missed it. Rebound, Karen. 9-point Desoto lead, 1:45 remaining.
Davis needs to foul here.
Now Bay's going to try. Instead, Jones gets free, goes all the way to the rim, and blew the layup, and they battle for the rebound. And a foul underneath.
I got a foul on Karen. I believe it was on Karen. Roberts is going to go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Karen will pick up his third. Roberts to the charity stripe. He is 3 of 6 at the line tonight. He will shoot a 1-and-1, just like you mentioned, Dave. 17 fouls now against Desoto. Festus also with 7. 1:33 to play. 44-35, Desoto on top. Festus needs to make these count if they want any chance of coming back in this game.
They haven't been shooting free throws well tonight. 6 of 13 right now.
And that one, no problem getting through for Roberts, who has 10 points now.
And now a substitution is going to come in. If Roberts can hit this free throw, he's going to come out of the ball game on the defensive end, and it'll be offense-defense with Stubbs and Roberts, as they'll be coming back and forth. When Festus is on offense, they'll be in, but on defense, they'll be out. It'll be, looks like Zach Boyer is going to check in if Roberts can hit this free throw.
And he does. So Roberts will go to the bench.
This is just offense-defense. Kopp checked in for Stubbs. Boyer checked in for Roberts, so they're going right back as soon as Festus gets the ball on offense.
A 7-point DeSoto advantage with 1:33 remaining. Inbound to Gimmer.
They're going to make him cross the timeline before they foul.
He does. And there's the foul. Bay reaching in. Davis was also there, but I think they'll get Bay. They do.
And Gimmer might have gotten away with a little carry right there, crossing the timeline.
Bay's got 1. That's his first.
Then immediately Stubbs and Roberts check back in the game. This is only a 1-and-1. The good thing about Festus not fouling and is that it makes DeSoto make the front end of a 1-and-1 to get that second free throw. It's not an automatic 2. That's only 18 fouls on Festus.
Matt Gimmer is 20 of 24 at the free throw line this year. He makes the first. That is 83%. Hit the first one. Let's see if he can hit the second. Right now it's an 8-point DeSoto lead. Make it 9. He hit them both. 46-37, 1:20 left. Wilkie swings it up high for Stubbs. Near side, beyond 3 to Bay. Now it's Davis. Davis had an open shot and doesn't take it. Bay inside the arc, going to take it all the way to the rim and called for the charge. Tried the finger roll, but DeSoto got over on defense and took the charge. Tyler Riendo.
Festus passed up on 3 open 3-point attempts, and Coach Erickson yelling, shoot it, shoot it. Davis had one, Wilkie had one, and so did Bay, and Bay decided to try and take it to the hole and ends up getting called for the charge. That might be all she wrote here for the Festus Tigers.
They just look too tentative out there.
They did,
afraid to pull the trigger.
They absolutely did.
Soto's going to turn this one over, throws it into the Festus bench, and they're going to say it is Festus ball. That one was thrown away from everybody.
Gimmer was supposed to receive the inbound pass, and he ran right by the basketball.
He didn't see it coming. He was shielded by his defender and never saw the ball inbounded.
So maybe not yet out of the woods at DeSoto. But Festus needs, if they have an open shot, they need to take it.
They get it down low for Stubbs. Again, nice spin move. Can't finish. And DeClue's got the rebound. Gives to Gimmer. And the foul by Bay. With 52 seconds left, they'll send Gimmer back to the free throw line. Bay will pick up his third. It'll be Gimmer shooting the free throws. Again, DeSoto up by 9, 46-37.
And you got your best free throw shooter at the line, Matt Gimmer. That's what Coach Davis for DeSoto wants.
And free throw good for Gimmer.
7 of 7 in the fourth quarter is DeSoto at the line.
10-point lead. And both free throws are good. 11-point lead for the DeSoto Dragons. Left wing for Bay. Now to Bone. Hands off to Stubbs up high.
They need to shoot the basketball.
Nobody's getting open. Wilkie right side. Now to Logan Bone. He'll step inside the arc and inherit it long two. Timeout taken by Coach Erickson with 28 seconds left. It's back to a 9-point lead. 9-point deficit, I should say. Logan Bone hitting one just inside the arc. Nobody could get open to shoot the ball. Nobody moving enough, no picks, nothing.
Well, DeSoto playing great perimeter defense, and whenever Stubbs has gotten the ball on the inside, he's being double teamed. He's been able to get some good looks. He hasn't knocked them down, but it's taken him a while to get going when he's received the ball in the interior. So that's something that he'll need to work on as well. Is he needs to be quick with the basketball. When he gets it, he's big enough, strong enough to where he can just go up. As soon as he gets it, catch, make your move, and go, because the double team won't get there in time. That's something he'll learn as time goes on. But as far as tonight goes, DeSoto has played great perimeter defense, and they've really done a nice job on Thomas Stubbs on the inside. Cody Roberts has played a great game off the bench, but really not enough tonight. And as far as Alex Wilkie, he played a great game as well, but again, not enough tonight. And you don't want to say Miles Beckett would have made a huge difference, because he might have made a difference, no doubt about it, because he's that perimeter threat.
And he's not afraid to shoot.
He's not afraid to shoot. Oh, there's been some open looks for Festus, but you got to give DeSoto credit on defense. Yes. They've been absolutely fantastic.
Schrodinger looking to inbound, finds DeClue, and they'll foul him immediately. Boyer, Bone, and Wilkie were all over him. Let's see who gets this one.
Let's see. Let's pick one out of the hat, gentlemen, and it's Bone.
It'll be first on Logan. And we'll send DeClue to the free throw line. He will shoot 2. Double bonus now for DeSoto, as 10 team fouls have been called against Festus. And Corey DeClue is 4 for 4 tonight at the line. Nails the first one.
I'll tell you something, Ryan. DeSoto, after that Steighorst tournament, we saw them come back, and I believe they played Potosi their next game a few days later, and it was like a completely different team at the free throw line.
Yes.
And this looks like it's just carried over, because they have missed one free throw on the night. They are 13 of 14 before this shot tonight.
And DeClue hits them both.
14 of 15 at the line. This is a completely different team at the free throw line than we saw 3 weeks right before the Christmas break.
Logan Bone for 3. Got it to go, and another timeout taken by Coach Erickson as Logan Bone hits the tray to cut the lead down to 8. How about that?
Calling timeout. He wants to make sure he can get Stubbs and Roberts out of the ball game so that somebody else can foul DeSoto and get him back to the line.
50-42 with 18 ticks remaining.
This is the type of game DeSoto wanted, though. Keep it low scoring. I don't have the stats in front of me, Ryan, but I don't know how many times they've kept opponents to under 50. But in their 13 games I think they played, they're 7-6.
Yes.
I believe that, I'm willing to say they've kept at least half of those games under 40 or under 50.
Offhand, the only games I can remember where anybody scored more than 50 was Hazelwood House Central in the championship of the Steighorst tournament.
And that was double overtime. They had 58, I think.
When they lost to DeSoto, or lost to Hillsborough, I should say, in the 5th place semifinals of the Park Hill Central tournament, and when they played Jeff City this past Saturday.
And I mean, this DeSoto defense, they've lost to Farmington twice in overtime, 49-48. So they are so good defensively. They just got to find their offensive rhythm. They didn't really find it tonight either, but they're not worried so much about the offense. If they can get it done on the defensive end like this,
well, when opponents
the offense is going to get there.
When opponents score 50-plus points or more against DeSoto, they've won most of those games.
Absolutely. The opponents have.
The opponents have. Lost to Hillsborough, lost to Jeff City, lost to Park Hills.
So I guess 50 is the magic number for the Dragons. You keep your opponent under 50, you're going to win the ball game. There you go. If they score over 50, it's not looking so bright for Desoto.
Corey DeClue hits the first free throw after he was fouled. Only 1 second went off the clock before Festus committed the foul on Zach Boyer. Both free throws buried by Corey DeClue.
12 of 12 in the fourth quarter. Desoto Dragons at the line.
Pass intended to Roberts in the corner is tipped out of bounds by Desoto. Festus will re-inbound with 11 seconds remaining. The DeSoto Dragons are going to move to 2-0 in conference play. And Festus will drop to 1-1. 3 in the right side by Wilkie, no good. Rebound, put back is there for Roberts with 7. Down to 5. DeSoto inbounds quickly with 3 seconds left. Karen is fouled by Bone.
A little too late for the Dragons, or for the Tigers, I should say, is, again, DeSoto going to improve to 2-0 on the conference season. And really, the preseason favorite in this conference, you could look at it and say, Festus, it's Crystal City. You always have to look at DeSoto as a possible favorite, but after what they lost last season, you thought, yeah, maybe this isn't the year for them. But starting off 2-0 in conference play, and there's still a long way to go. You mentioned Crystal City next week. Festus has Crystal City on Friday night.
That'll be a big one.
That's going to be a huge one. We'll be out there for that one, but it's just going to be an interesting conference season.
Taylor Karen hits both free throws for DeSoto. And a long 3 heaved up by Wilkie's, no good at the buzzer. And DeSoto gets the victory 54-44 over Festus. A low-scoring defensive affair, just the way DeSoto likes it.